Hey folks, showers pretty spotty in the valley today. We are seeing a few still. There's one right along Highway 281 north of San Manuel, and right near San Manuel actually. Another out near San Isidro. More stuff in Starr County. Spotty showers popping up and moving off to the northwest. They should continue to do that. Not going to see a whole lot of activity tonight, but a couple of football stadiums might have wet benches when you get there, so take that towel along to wipe them off if you're going to the game. Satellite reflects a lack of activity today for the most part, just spotty stuff firing up late this afternoon. Future Track says it's quiet for the most part tonight. Again, I think most football games, if not all, should be dry during the course of the game. And then tomorrow, partly to mostly sunny skies early. Could be a brief flare-up during the afternoon with a brief shower, thunder shower, but most areas stay dry. Again, it's probably even less active than it was today. I think Sunday, though, we kind of bring that rain chance back up to 20 and 30 by the time we get to Monday, as a little disturbance makes its way through our atmosphere. Here are the current temperatures: 93 Weslaco, McAllen, 97 in Rio Grande City, 91 Edinburgh, Raymondville, Harlingen, Brownsville. Coastal temperatures have gone missing again today. Low temperatures tonight should be in the 70s in most areas, except at the beach, about 81 at South Padre Island. And then tomorrow afternoon, we're back in the 90s again. Pretty much every place except the beach, 86 at South Padre. Easterly winds about 5 to 10 miles per hour. 94 is the normal, and 94 is where we should be the next few days. Nowhere near the record, just right on the mark for early September. Temperatures typically, or at least average-wise, top out in the mid-90s. Now, as far as Dorian, still churning up the East Coast. Winds are still 90 miles per hour. Look how it just goes right over the Outer Banks of North Carolina, and now it's kind of moving away from land, but they've got watches and warnings up for much of the northeastern part of the United States. That movement now 24 miles an hour. You can see the eye, not nearly as impressive as what it was, but still it's a hurricane, and they have to deal with it up in the northeastern part of the USA. Right now, the coordinates are right there, 36.9, 72.7. Not far from Nantucket, Massachusetts. That's the next kind of reference point on the map. Here's where it goes over the next 24 hours. Some suggest it'll strengthen back to a Category 2 by tomorrow morning. By tomorrow evening, it's off the coast of Maine, working up into the maritime provinces of Canada. There are hurricane watches and warnings out for some of the maritime provinces. Eventually, it ends up out in the North Atlantic, and that is the end of that. But still a storm to be dealt with for another 3 or 4 days, and that'll be it. On the Pacific side, we still have Juliet. Of course, there's Dorian right there. We're also keeping an eye on this system right here. Got a 10% chance of developing, but it's turning northwest already. Gabrielle's out there, but going to make a loop around. And then there's this system coming off the coast of Africa with a 70% chance of developing over the next 5 days. And watch what the models do with this. They just take it straight westward, right across the tropical Atlantic, right into the Caribbean by a week from now. So that's one everybody in the Atlantic Basin will be watching. For us tonight, partly cloudy with maybe some late fog, 76 for a low like there was this morning. Then tomorrow back to 94, mostly sunny. Isolated shower, 1 or 2 places could pick up a brief shower, but most places stay dry. Your First Warn 5 AccuWeather forecast for the next 7 days. Not a lot of changes. I think next week, every day there's that chance for an isolated afternoon thunderstorm on the sea breeze. Scattered stuff around, maybe like today, maybe just a little bit more active, but not much. For the most part, we're talking isolated most of next week. That's your updated First Warn 5 AccuWeather forecast.